Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching I Allegedly, and got a good one for you today. Um, I'm at J.C. Penney's right now, and it's absolutely going to be an amazing day. So much to talk about in the economy. Robert Kiyosaki just stepped forward after Thanksgiving and said that this is the mother of all bubbles, and that everything is going to be affected by this. So please take a second. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the video. I am at Main Place Mall in Santa Ana. And like I told you guys, to be alone, this is the place to be. So Robert Kiyosaki stepped forward and says, we need to be out of paper assets. We need to be out of money, dollar bills. And you need to be in physical metals. And he says this is the mother of all bubbles that we're about to experience. And God have mercy on all of us. That's how he put it. Not like, God help you, God have mercy on all of us. He is convinced that this is going to be an epic, epic crash, unlike anything we've ever seen. Now, I have a lot of respect for Robert, and for a few reasons. And the fact that his method of getting rich and his method of paying down assets and buying things of value, it's a great way to live. And who goes to places like this? This is one of those shooting galleries. Okay? Again, if you'd like to be alone, this is the place to be. So, it's festive, holiday shopping. It's lovely, guys. Now, Robert says, as most of you know, I do not invest in equities, bonds, ETFs, or mutual funds. And don't listen to me. But you need to get out of paper assets. And this is going to be epic how bad this is going to be. So he made some predictions though. This I love because you guys can remember this stuff down the road. Now listen to this, okay? Because I had to have a cheat sheet and pull over for this one. Gold today is right around 1,700. He predicts that we'll have $3,000 per ounce gold within a year. That would be absolutely epic if that was true. Silver's around 17 bucks or so right now, 17 to 20. He's seeing that we're going to have silver at 40 in 5 years. Bitcoin, he figures it's going to go as high as $75,000 in 3 to 5 years. Pray for the best, prepare for the worst, guys, is what he's saying. So, look at this. They got another adventure park here. Look at this. American Ninja Adventure Park. You come here to work out to the mall? Is that it? And just crazy. So, what do you guys think about that? Do you think Robert Kiyosaki, who's again sounding the alarm over and over and over again? Okay. It's a beautiful day outside and nobody shopping inside. So, share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. But do you take stock in what Robert Kiyosaki says? Now, we're hearing something very interesting when it comes to the crypto markets, and that is BlockFi. BlockFi is a lender, is a crypto lender that would lend against your crypto balance. And since nobody's here, I'm going to have a seat. Think about this. Do you want big returns on your investment? Sure you do. I talked about this a year ago. All you got to do is you buy some crypto and you put it in the reverse order to a place like BlockFi, and they will pay you crazy interest rates, like 10% on your money. Some of these were going as high as 12 and 14%. The only problem, it was unsustainable, because then what they would do is they would go to individuals that had crypto assets and say, hey, listen, do you want to borrow and get some cash against this? And they would lend out money based on your crypto portfolio. So, this has been done time and again, guys. Assets and people lending money against assets. The only problem with BlockFi is that BlockFi, yes, it promised pie in the sky and it was making money, and they just filed bankruptcy, but they've got $256 million in the bank right now. The crazy thing about this is they were tied to FTX. What else is tied to FTX? What else are we going to find out is going to be utterly destroyed as a result of the FTX scandal? So this is crazy, guys, that we're not seeing people arrested, that we're not seeing, things move in a faster manner than we are right now. It's just unfolding. And it is basically, man, this guy, Scam Bankman-Fried, he used this thing as just a slush fund to go out and buy stuff and borrow. I mean, crazy, absolutely crazy right now. So share your thoughts on all this stuff because it's nuts. They filed bankruptcy in New Jersey, which I thought was kind of interesting because it's where the main corporation is. But what's fitting? Think about this. I found another law in New Jersey as I was searching New Jersey businesses. New Jersey is trying to pass a law right now that businesses have to take cash. You can't just deny people and say, hey, we're a card-only place. So I guarantee you, as I walk through this barren shopping mall, you're going to see people that do not take cash here. Well, in New Jersey, Governor Murphy has said, wait a second, people need to have cash. The lowest, poorest people in our society need to rely on cash, and you can't make it so it's card only. This is fascinating, guys. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out and if this law goes into effect. If you guys are in New Jersey, let me know about this too. And did anybody borrow any money or lend any money through BlockFi? Did you deposit money? Did you get high returns? Did you get high returns you don't want to talk about? The problem with this is your anonymity with these places is lost. When you go and they go through the bankruptcy process, they're going to divulge certain people. If you don't think the IRS is going to get this and you think that you've lent all this money and made all this money and not paid taxes on it, trouble is coming your way. Trouble is coming your way in a big, big way. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. Hey, guys, we are on a field trip right now. JCPenney's. You like how dilapidated the sign is? Isn't that nice? Kind of fitting, I think. And it's right next to Macy's. Isn't that fantastic? I'm in Santa Ana, California at the wonderful Main Place Mall. It will be interesting to see what's even open in this mall, but needless to say, JCPenney's the greatest store, Dan. You don't know what you're missing. Let's take a look. Now, as you walk through the store, you can see that it's fully stocked. There's a lot of merchandise here. There's just nobody shopping. And, it's got its pluses and its minuses, walking through the women's department here. And I wanted to see the closeout section, which this always fascinates me on the quality of the merchandise that they have at places like this. Now, this just looked like stuff that was left over from the neighbor's garage sale that didn't sell. And look at all the stuff on the floor. I hate that. Drives me crazy when the workers don't clean it up. People take off a shirt. Let me just throw it back on top of the rack. So terrible, 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 terrible. But as you go through the store, again, stocked. I mean, no complaints. Kohl's was a mess. Kohl's had no merchandise, and the merchandise that Kohl's had was from summer. It was a bunch of short sleeve shirts for men and a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of crap. So this looks pretty good. There's just nobody here shopping. So, do you guys shop at JCPenney's? Does this place interest you? Let me know. Share your thoughts. I really want to know what you guys think about this. But surprising how good the merchandise was, but nobody's here. Now, the store is well stocked, but there's nobody here. So, it's kind of interesting. It's not like it's busy at all. Lots of discounted merchandise, but I don't think it's that busy, guys. So, let's go upstairs, take a look at that. Go on the escalator, it'll be fun. Now, I hear stories and I think, wow, how is this going to affect things? Think about this. Fed president for St. Louis, the St. Louis Fed, James Bullard, he stepped forward today and said, listen, we need to keep interest rates for the prime lending rate above 5%. And it's going to be that way into 2024. 2024, guys. Now, do you think that's going to affect real estate? I do. I think it's going to destroy it. I think it's going to make it absolutely a problem. That's a pretty tree. Right in the Senate courtyard. Too bad there's nobody here to enjoy it, but so think about this, guys. Everything gets affected with higher interest rates. The cost of everything, the cost of borrowing money for your business, your credit cards, car loans, everything. Everything in our world is going to be affected by this. And if you think they're going to tame inflation, that's the thing that I keep getting a kick out of. They printed trillions of dollars, gave it away, and they're going to tame inflation right now. So let me know what you think about that. Now, the rental market. I'm going to go to Australia right now. The rental market is so completely out of control in Australia that people that just have to move out of their houses, people cannot rent rooms. There are people that rent rooms by the week in Australia. You know, small room in a small house, woman that was paying, you know, a couple $100 to live in a house, gets kicked out, can't live there. By the way, like how there's nobody here. How do you pay rent? You're inside armor. How do you pay rent here with nobody here? Seriously, how do you do that? How do you do that? I don't know the answer to that, guys. There's one woman shopping downstairs in the Estrella women's clothing store. You get that. So, but the real estate market for rentals in Australia is completely upside down. The gap is getting so bad that people are moving out of the city. The one story that I have down there that's great is talking about how people that make $100,000 a year are basically sleeping in their car. $100,000 a year in Australia, and you're sleeping in your car because you cannot find a place to live because of the price and because there's nothing out there right now. Now, the unfairness of this will only last so long. This is going to last forever. It has to subside at some point. But the one story about the woman that was renting a room and had done it for 15 years, and she's kind of embarrassed about it, but that's just how she did the kind of money that she made. She had peace and freedom living at somebody else's house. There are nothing like that. Nothing like that's available. People are going and having to drive 90 minutes. Just drive 90 minutes now to live with her parents because she cannot get her own place right now. You know, it's sad. That's the shape of things to come. Now, well, check this out. Look at the old Macintosh here. What do you think that thing's worth? Look at that old mouse. It's as big as a car. That's crazy. So, the next thing is robot landlords. We talked about the AI programs that decide if you're a good tenant, if you should be rented to. It's getting one step further. And there's a great story out of Vice that I included for you guys. And it's talking about how robot landlords, and it gave a great story out of Pittsburgh, where this guy looks at a place and then has to upload, you know, a photo, passport photo, and he shows up at the house, and there's a device there that scans his face. Are you the person? Scans his face, and then they let him in. A door opens up, lets the guy in, lets him go look through the house. He says, I'm in Pittsburgh, and the place rented for $1,590 a month, which is not the point. But the point was, all of a sudden he leaves the place, shuts the door, gets an email and a text message. Are you ready to fill out an application? What's your income level? Who's going to live with you? That type of stuff. Nobody, no human interaction at all with anybody. That's the shape of things to come. That's robot landlords. So here's the thing. People write me and say, BlackRock's going to buy it all. These places are going to buy it all. Airbnb is proving itself to be an absolute mess. People rented apartments. People bought hundreds of units thinking that they were just going to rent it out for vacation rentals. And it's falling apart because people have no money. People are not going out and spending money on rentals. So what they're doing is ripping people off and doing things like $200 cleaning deposits and nonsense like that. And it's crazy. It's absolutely unfair. But the people that think that this is going to happen with all the rental units and that they're all going to be corporately owned, no way. No way. Their deals are going to be out there. You're going to see things collapse in such a huge, massive way that it's going to be unbelievable. And the interest rates rise. James Bullard telling us that prime lending rate is going to be at 5%. What do you think? House mortgages are going to be at 5%? It's going to be at 10%, guys, before you know it. The hard money lenders, all these guys, I mention these people, and they all come out of the woodworks and send me, hey, Dan, we've got, no documentation for 8.375 and all these different types of loans. You want to buy an Airbnb? We got no money down, no documentation, all the shenanigans. The rates are way up here, but you've got that. So let me know what you guys are thinking about this. I'm gonna go down and ride those little cars right now and hang out. But share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. What do you think about robot landlords? And what do you think about the complete, lack of empathy, no human interaction? You are just a number. You're just a score. Your credit score, your income. That's all it is now to some of these people. But let me know what you guys think about this. Think about this. This mall has more people working here than they do shoppers right now. So, a lot of vacancies. They still do the shenanigans of, putting things in the window to make it look like they're busy. It's nuts, guys. Absolutely nuts. So let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. Are you guys floored by car sales and what they're getting for cars? Because I am. The escalator's broken. That's why I'm jumping up and down. David, subscriber, sent me these pictures that are almost unbelievable. And the car, take a look at this, guys. That's a G-Wagon, a silver, beautiful 2021 G-Wagon. That is one good looking car. Look at that thing, okay? Now, here's the problem, guys. That car is $184,000, which is enough to make you say, wow, that's crazy, 184 grand. Here's the worst part. The car has this dealer markup, $120,000 on that car. Look at that. Read that. That's insane, guys. $120,000 dealer markup. How is this supposed to be real, guys? How are people supposed to take this seriously and think that this is legitimate in any way, shape, or form? $120,000 dealer markup. It's a 2020, it's a used car, guys. It's used. It's not new. It's a used car. I don't know how many miles are on it. I just know that somebody else's butt was on that seat for $304,000. So enjoy. Is that crazy? Come on, guys. Do you just have enough of some of this stuff? Because I do. I think that one's crazy. So if you ever see anything like this, send it our way. Hello at iAllegedly, guys. It's always appreciated. And David, thank you for this one because it's unbelievable. Yes, this stuff is out there, but when you see it, that's what makes it crazy. Let me know what you guys think about all this stuff, guys. You know what, guys? You have to look at the economy as a whole. And when it comes to auto sales, if you look at auto sales, you got to look at RV sales. Think about this. RV sales right now for 2022 are off a staggering 45%. 45%. The inventory for all these different RV dealers is growing at a massive rate right now. Unbelievable right now because of the fact that people can't afford the payments. All the shenanigans were done to get people into RVs, stimulus checks, low payments, no payments for 8 months, things like that. And you know what? It just didn't work. So again, if you want to buy something really cheap, you're going to be able to buy somebody's RV. Start to look for them. If this is your thing and you want to sit there, and I'll tell you, the plan B for me is getting the hell out of Dodge. Plan B for me is driving that cargo van that's loaded that we could live in forever because of the solar and the water and everything we got on the thing. Okay? We can move it from location to location. Just like Financial Prepper. Chris from Financial Prepper, just like he says, plan B is a new location. His travel trailer, a new location. That's plan B. Your bug out, plan B. Okay? Anyways, I'll elaborate on that some other time later. But think about this, guys. Name something else that's gone up. Death benefits. The life insurance industry saw a 21% increase in 2020, mainly attributed to the health crisis And in 2021, it hit an all-time record. $100 billion was paid out, just over $100 billion. $100.1 billion was paid out in life insurance death benefits for people, and they attribute it to that. So share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. And do you own an RV? Does that interest you at all? Because I think it's utterly fascinating that we're seeing stuff like this right now. Here's two things that you just can't deny. And one is ridiculous, one is incredibly sad, to say the least. First thing is DataTrek. DataTrek is a data company that keeps track of finances, and all the heavyweights in the industry use it. Anyways, they're trying to say the recession that we're about to have is going to be a shallow recession. Guys, the recession that we are in right now is here, and it's going to be epic, and it's going to get much worse. And they can call it a shallow recession, a growth recession, the recession's with my friend, I will pay you on Thursday. You know, there's no free lunch anymore, guys. It's done. And this is getting effective. And again, I feel for each of these stores. I don't care what they sell, because no one is sitting in these stores buying anything. Nobody. A few people here and there. It's just not happening. The next thing is a place called Rains PDX in Portland. And they issued a note in their door, which I took a copy of. And this note in the door is sad because it says, hey, listen, because of the crime, because of everything that we've experienced, we're closing, guys. City doesn't want to do anything. People can steal, people can rip us off. There can be homelessness and crime. The police can't do anything, and there's no, punishment for these people at all, but we get to go out of business. And the thing that I want you guys to understand this is that they say, oh, you have insurance. The insurance doesn't cover stuff like this, guys. It doesn't cover this. So these people are taken out of their pocket to cover their expenses and go out of business. So bravo, guys. You guys did it. Bravo, Portland. Okay? You guys should be utterly ashamed of yourselves. It's Christmas, guys. Be happy. Okay? We're about to experience a very shallow recession. Okay? It's no big deal. Okay? You can walk into a shopping mall and just be by yourself, like I said, like I told you guys, and let's see if you guys write me back. Just hang around, okay? You guys are wrong. I have better things to do than hang out and do nothing like some of you, okay? So, but the mall is dead, okay? Remember that, guys. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. JCPenney's dead. Let's hit Macy's now, guys. Welcome to Macy's. I always love the perfume there because it smells nice. It's like a combination of like 14 women. It's nice. Okay? That's just me. Nice. So, it's the holidays, guys. Oh, there's some people in here actually. Looks like they're shopping, guys. Let's take a look a little further. Now, the store is fully stocked. And again, there's more workers, it seems like, than there are people shopping. And everybody's nice, everybody's being friendly. But let's face it, guys. Things are marked down. It's not like things are not on sale, but things are just not selling. And there's no activity around the store. So tell me what you think. Come on, guys. This is just pathetic. The only thing good in this store is this. Right here, look at this. Maybe Danny's going to get that. Share your thoughts, guys. It's too small. Anyways. Share your thoughts. So as you hit the second floor, you can just see that there really is more of the same. It's just a dead place to shop. There's just nothing going on. Things are on sale, but there's just no activity. It should be much busier. Okay, guys, the store's fully stocked. Let's face it. Sale prices on things. There's nobody buying anything, guys. Nobody's here. So how long can that last? Now, I got something else for you to think about. A story was sent to me about the food stamp program here in California, and it's supplemented by the federal program. There's a federal food stamp program. So the thing that doesn't make sense is unemployment is at an all-time low, 3.8%, right? I don't believe it. You don't believe it. It's true. There are 4 million people approximately on the food stamp program, and the last time we had it this bad for the cost of the food stamp program, you can blame inflation and say every food's more expensive, Dan, that's why it's bad. No, the reason why it's bad is because last time inflation or unemployment was at 16%. Now they're saying it's at 3.8%. Maybe the unemployment numbers aren't really accurate. Have you ever thought about that? Yeah. Hungry people, oh, there's more people, Dan. Food's more expensive. I'm going to hear all the excuses, okay? It doesn't make sense, and things don't add up, and people are questioning it. Final story, what is the world's largest seller of furniture? I didn't know this. IKEA. Now here's the thing, guys. There's been many a desk, many a armoire, storage cabinet, chairs, everything that I've put together. Bed for my kid. I got to have that bunk bed. All that stuff for my kids. IKEA had to raise their prices this year, and the CEO of the company felt horrible about it and said, I cannot keep up with inflation. We've got to raise our prices. They have committed themselves right now. There's a great story below about how they're going to lower prices on everything they can right now. And they're going to commit to that right now. So it'll be interesting to see if they do that. But again, they're the world's largest furniture seller. I didn't know that. And I do have bad news. Santa's not here because I was going to ask him for a bunch of stuff for you guys. So make your list. That's a nice tree. Look at the tree sparkling like that. That's very nice. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow us on all the social media portals. We have Patreon also. If you'd like more exclusive content, sign up for Patreon, guys, and you will get more of me and more exclusive content. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon.